Are you threatening me, Mr. Knightley? Ah! What this guy? Oops, sorry. I went over the top there. But on to business. As my first move, I want to ask you a question. You say I fired a gun on the stage, right? Then I should have been caught. The entire audience was watching me. I see. Now it's my move. You used a certain object to prevent the spectators from seeing you. A certain object? You used your ult, McCree. What did Knightley use to prevent the audience from seeing him? He used his... I think he used his shield. He could have his gun right over here, kind of hidden under his... Oops, don't see me now, can ya? Do we have the actual shields themselves as evidence? We do, the bulletproof attaché case. Let's present the actual case. The attaché case. Exactly, I'd like you to have a look at this photo Kay took. Your right hand is completely hidden by the case. This photo captures the exact moment you secretly fired the gun. You use the attaché case as a screen. Objection! You seem to enjoy making up convenient stories, Mr. Prosecutor. But you've missed something. What have I missed? That everything you've said is just a hypothesis, a theory. Flags flapping in the wind, using the case as a screen. The security plans were modified because I can't move my neck. You've got no decisive evidence. Yeah, it'd be great if you had the bullet that hit the balloon. Then you could examine it and see if their ballistic markings matched my gun. But that bullet's probably at the bottom of the lake. Finding it would be real tough, right? I hate to admit it, but it's as he says. There's no decisive evidence. If there's no proof, the only thing you can do is shut up. So do so. Nicole? Miss Swift. Let's see if she speaks. We can hear new testimony. Hey, lady, you got something to say? Never mind. There we go. I thought so. Nicole! Don't be afraid. The truth will escape if you let that man intimidate you. You're a reporter. A journalist, are you not? I will not remain silent. You'd better consider your position. Use your head before you say something you'll regret. I forgot the #1 rule of journalism. Journalists must not tell lies. You can't call it a scoop if it ain't the truth. Mr. Edward, I'm sorry. I've been hiding this the whole time. I used this laser pointer to aim at the president. That's all I did. I never fired the gun. You stupid woman. If you testify, you'll be admitting you're an accomplice. I don't care. I'm gonna tell him everything. 3 days ago, I was covering an event at the Zangpa embassy. Then some of the president's men called me over. They said if I cooperated, I'd get an exclusive interview with the president. Woo! And the gun in the trash, I really don't know. All I was told was to come wearing a red hood and to aim the laser pointer. I never thought I would snowball into all of this. I'm really, truly sorry. Nicole, thank you. That was a testimony worthy of the courtroom. This is sufficient testimony to verify the fake assassination plot. Damn you, the lot of you, you're all a bunch of mindless morons. It's a shame. If only you hadn't been able to usurp the investigation. If only you had been able to usurp the investigation as planned. You would have been able to silence this young lady. Oh, blast. So tomorrow's headlines now read, fake assassination plan exposed, becomes a murderer. Right?
I can't believe that you do something this horrible, pal.
I admit nothing. The president.
Knightley, that's enough. We have no choice but to admit it.
So, Mr. President, You admit that you planned a fake assassination.
Yes, I admit it. I'm sorry.
Why? Why did you have to do this?
My approval ratings in Zeng fallen. They started out bad. They just kept getting worse. You'd think I won the Electoral College, and I wanted to appeal to them. As a strong president who survived an assassination, I wanted to bring the country together, do everything I could, you know? I shouldn't have said so many racist things. But in the end, it's just a lie. A stupid lie.
And the bullet in the bulletproof vest.
Compared earlier, it was not fired today.
But what about Mr. the Killer?
Seems our plan was leaked. Someone wanted to make this fake assassination real.
That's why the killer wore the red raincoat. He would impersonate the culprit from the plan in order to approach the president.
But there's the one thing I don't understand.
What's that?
Why did Rook die? His death was not part of the charade. And yet, it really happened.
Yes. Why was his life taken?
Ethan was an outstanding bodyguard, the best, the beautiful, my favorite bodyguard of all time. Even though he wasn't from my country, he had my utmost trust.
I wouldn't think that having the trust of a cowardly president meant that much, honestly. You know, it's not that great.
Hey, that's the same sort of bond between me and Mr. Edgeworth, pal, right?
I wouldn't put it that way. Did Rook know of your plan?
Not the exact details. I asked him to cooperate and he refused.
You should have listened to his advice.
Yeah, indeed. I wouldn't have done all of this if I'd only known.
You're being too dramatic. What? Rook was just one piece of the president's defense.
Knightley, that's...
And it's not as if he cooperated with your plan. I did. He ran away, taking whatever dignity he had left with him. Good riddance.
I know you're a viable bodyguard, but still.
I don't have time for this, sir. I'm the team leader now. There's gonna be a lot of changes now that the chicken's gone. After all, adaptation is the most important principle in chess.
I knew you always wanted to be the team leader. But, is this a bit imprudent?
I will orchestrate even more perfect plans, just like this one. You do definitely have ambition. But wasn't your perfect plan today a failure? If it weren't for you and that idiot Rook, it would have been perfect. What did Rook do? If he hadn't died, the killer wouldn't have threatened me. And you'd have never set foot in this plane.
Knightley, how can you say such a thing?
Yeah, he did. He died trying to save you, Mr. President. Maybe he fulfilled his lifelong ambition. He died protecting the president? Huh? But the assassination was fake, right? Of course it was. But you need to listen closer, little girl. Remember the guy who wanted to make the fake assassination real? There were 2 gunshots at the time of the incident. The first was, as you said, I shot the balloon. But the second one wasn't me. So who fired the second shot? The real assassin. But it wasn't the killer. He intended to attack the president with a knife, not a gun. The lucky winner was the hidden queen. Or should I say, the lady in the coat over there. Eh?
You accusing Nicole, pal?
I ain't no assassin. I mean, I got a bear trap and this little suspect, but that's for, you know, camping. Really? I don't believe you. The gun that was left in the trash, that was yours, right? All right, Knightley. What's up? I shot the balloon and entered the plane with Rook and the president. Rook waited in the cabin while I led the president into the security room. When I came out, Rook was already on the ground. The bullet that Lady fired must have hit him while we escorted the president to the plane. The shot was fired from the gun you found in the trash.
So, you're saying you don't know exactly when the victim was shot?
A knight's job isn't to protect the Rook. It's to protect the king.
Huh? What he's trying to say is that his job was to protect the president only.
It's over if you lose the king. Checkmate. That's the first rule of chess.
If you let your pieces get taken right in front of you, you're not likely to win.
But I did win. Look, the president is safe.
Humph. You don't claim victory when the game has only just begun. Rebuttal! Alright. Proper pressing time.
I shot the balloon and entered the plane with Rook and the president.
Hold it! So the victim had no part in your plan?
Yeah, that's right. He didn't even know it was all fake.
So you're saying he thought it was a real assassination attempt? Ah, but you fired the gun right next to him. Wouldn't he have noticed?
Maybe he did. Not that it matters now.
Suspicious?
Besides, even if he thought the assassination attempt was a fake, his duty was to protect the king.
He made a split-second decision to sacrifice himself. The victim was truly a man of honor.
You're wrong. It was all part of my plan. He simply assisted in our little performance on stage. Rook waited in the cabin while I led the president into the security room.
Hold it! Why'd you do that? The assassination was supposed to be fake.
There were a lot of guests milling around outside. Wouldn't it be bad if the president, who just escaped an assassination, was seen lounging around and drinking grape juice? Imagine the headlines.
What was the victim doing at the time?
How should I know? I was with the president inside the security room. Anyway, when I came out, Rook was already on the ground.
Hold it! Where did you find the body?
About where he is now. He collapsed in the middle of this room. When I returned, the door to the plane was already closed. The bullet must have hit Rook right before the door closed. Talk about a hassle. It's all his fault that his plan failed.
Knightley, it's too far.
Even if I protected the king, he couldn't protect his honor. He was careless in his duty, and he paid the price for it.
This man is truly despicable.
As I was saying, the bullet that lady fired must have hit him while we escorted the president to the plane.
Hold it! But I thought she had a knife. Weren't you both carrying bulletproof attaché cases?
Yeah, when Rook noticed the laser pointer, we opened up those bad boys and became the president's shield.
You're telling me the bullet slipped through the space between your shields? Are you claiming that Miss Swift has such precise aim?
Well, she was targeting the president. I wouldn't say her aim is precise at all.
So the bullet was off target and just happened to hit the victim instead, through the tiny gap between his bulletproof vest and the case.
I don't want to believe it either, but they say the truth is stranger than fiction. Rook was hit by a 1 in a million shot, and you have the evidence to prove it. The shot was fired from the gun you found in the trash.
But was it? The second shot wasn't part of your plan.
That's right. She did that on her own. If you think about it, wasn't she desperate for a scoop?
I'm a journalist. I ain't no murderer.
Well then, who was the one who joined the plan in order to get exclusive coverage? It's just like you said. I orchestrated this fake assassination attempt. She was only supposed to aim the laser pointer. I guess it wasn't enough for her. She prepared her own gun and then took aim at the president. She probably thought she wouldn't get caught if she went on and shot me too.
Knightley fired the first shot, and then Miss Swift fired the second one.
In other words, Nicole also had a gun. I never thought she was the type. Without any proof, it's just pure speculation. Then bam, let's present some evidence. Okay. Shot the balloon into the plane. Rook waited in the cabin. When I came out, Rook was on the ground. The bullet that lady fired must have hit him while he escorted the president of the plane. The shot was fired from the gun you found in the trash. But the gun we found in the trash was fired twice. So how did only one shot come out?
Objection!
So you shot the balloon and Miss Swift shot Rook. Is that really true? I can't see it any other way. The gun we discovered in the trash was fired twice. The number of gunshots don't add up. Whoa! It's hard. Why don't the gunshots add up? It's simple. This gun is fake evidence left behind by the real criminal. Fake evidence? Fake? You can't just call something fake just because you don't like it, Mr. Edgeworth. Think about it. The criminal planted this for a reason. By finding the gun, we'd assume that the assassin was in the audience. In order to make us believe that the gun was used by the assassin. The gun needed to appear as if it had been fired twice. I get it, because 2 shots were fired during the incident. However, we proved that the bullet that hit the balloon did not come from this gun. Therefore, I have my doubts as to whether this gun also took Rook's life. Here it comes. You're packing some serious heat. Enough with this song and dance. You come this far. Go ahead and say it. I won't just say it, I'll prove it. The one who really shot Rook is... It's you, buddy! You that did it!
Take that!
You don't like Rook for some reason. Horace Knightley, you murdered Rook! You finally said it.
Knightley, you couldn't have.
The killer wasn't the only one who took advantage of the fake assassination plot. You intended to murder Rook and claim he was a victim of the assassination. Once the president had entered the security room and the door to the plane was closed, only the victim and Knightley would have been left in this room. And at that moment, you fired a 3rd bullet directly at Rook.
Objection!
Objection! A 3rd bullet. Ha! Only 2 gunshots were heard. The numbers don't match up.
Objection!
The plane's walls are soundproof if the door was closed. The gunshot would not have been heard outside. But wasn't the president in the next room? That's true. The president may have heard the gunshot. Mr. President, did you hear a gunshot?
I didn't hear any gunshots, no.
But weren't you watching this room through the security cameras?
Cameras in this room aren't usually turned on. I turned on the power after I entered the security room.
So you didn't turn on the power immediately after entering the room?
No, actually, I...
What is it? He's not being clear. Mr. President, focus! This is vital! Please!
I was hiding under the bed, covering my ears.
What? But you knew the assassination was fake?
Doesn't matter. I simply hate the sound of guns. Oh, the worst sounds. I can't stand them. Don't bring a gun anywhere near me. Oh, I pretend I like guns. I tell everybody I like the guns. Oh, I don't like the guns. A terrifying sound. I just can't help it.
That definitely ain't going in my article. That should go in your article. It's interesting. Knightley, you saw the president hiding under the bed. Furthermore, you could tell if the security cameras had been turned on by looking at the monitors. In that moment, when the president wouldn't hear the gunshot or see the room, you had a chance to fire a 3rd bullet at Rook.
Knightley, oh, did you really? You deceived me. You really think I
killed that moron? That's cold, Mr. President. I have a little faith in me. The bodyguard who's risking his life to protect you.
I want to believe you. I do, honestly. I do. I really do. But I mean, you know.
I just don't get it. What are you suspecting me alone? Why are you suspecting me alone? There's still the possibility that she's the killer. This gun is not the murder weapon. The number of missing bullets makes that clear. Maybe it was one short to begin with. Ever think of that?
What?
Maybe it already fired a shot yesterday or the day before. And the second shot was fired today, the one that hit Rook.
Well, isn't that just the perfect excuse? How convenient, huh?
Excuse? The possibility exists, you can't deny that. He's right, I can't deny it completely. You need decisive evidence. Evidence so decisive that it makes my heart stop and my logic crumble. You got something like that?
Yeah.
Mr. Edgeworth, can't you do anything? At this rate, Nicole will... Mr. Prosecutor, it's true, I did an awful thing for a scoop. But I never killed nobody. I could never do a thing like that. Decisive evidence. If I could prove the murder weapon was Knightley's gun. Proof it was his gun. Yeah, it'd be great if you had the bullet that hit the balloon. Then you could examine it and see if the ballistic markings matched my gun. We can find the bullet that took Rook's life. We can determine which gun fired the shot from the ballistic markings. If you got no evidence, then we're done talking.
Objection!
You done? Hold it! What? You don't seriously have decisive evidence? Naturally. That's a big joke. Well, come on now, show us. What is this so-called evidence? The bullet that took Rook's life. That's the decisive evidence I need. This evidence, do I have it?
I don't have it. It's still inside Rook.
I don't have it. Okay, it's game over, man. However, it is somewhere in this room.
What?
The bullet that killed Rook pierced through his body. So where did the bullet go? Earlier you explained it like this. The bullet that took Rook's life pierced through his body and then hit the vest. That's right. It'd be dangerous if he hadn't worn that bulletproof vest. However, now that the fake assassination plan has come to light, we know the bullet in the bulletproof vest was prepared earlier. So then, where did the bullet go? Interesting. Very interesting. Do you have the answer? Do I have the evidence that shows the location of the bullet that killed Mr. Rook?
I think I do. I think it is here. I think it's right here on the crime scene.
Take that!
Well, what do you think?
No?
Well then, why don't you take the bullet out and show it to us? Well, not quite yet. It would be inconvenient to do it today. Ho, well maybe by tomorrow a bullet will have appeared in it. Have you decided to join the Grand Marie magician troupe, huh?
No, I don't appreciate that reference. Rook was killed here, so then where did the bullet go? Come to think of it, there's one thing in this room that's always felt out of place. Oh, it's in here.
Take that!
It's in the monitors.
In this room, there's only one thing that's clearly missing. Something missing? You sure it's not your brain? I'd like you to take a look at the rack of security monitors. It seems you've noticed, Mr. President. Among these images of the plane's surroundings, only the feed from the right side of the plane is absent. That's what's missing, a single monitor. Mr. President, there was originally a monitor here, wasn't there?
That's right. Why is there a stuffed toy now?
That must have been put there to hide the empty space where the monitor used to be. Why is the monitor missing, and where did it go? Why? Undoubtedly because it was hit by the bullet. In order to make us think that the bullet really hit the bulletproof vest, it wouldn't be a problem if another bullet hole was discovered. But then, where did the monitor go? Where? It should be hidden somewhere inside this plane. There hasn't been a chance to dispose of it outside since it was shot. Detective Gumshoe, search this plane!
Roger that, sir.
President Huang, you said extraterritorial laws apply to this plane.
I'll allow it. There's no problem. It's fine, you guys just do it. I'm too beaten. I just want to know the truth of Rook's death. I really cared about him.
Damn it, you think this is a joke? You're always like this. Rook this, Rook that. Detective, we have his approval. Go ahead.
Alright, here I go. I'm gonna wreck up the joint. I'll find it everywhere, boss. Mr. Edgeworth! I found it, sir.
Good work, detective. Now let's extract the bullet from the monitor.
If I do this here and then do that, I got it.
Well, it's definitely stained with blood. I'm certain this is the bullet that killed Rook. This is the bullet that will crush your arguments. The decisive evidence that blows a hole in your logic. If the ballistic markings on this bullet do not match the gun found in the audience area, Miss Swift will be cleared of suspicion. What's wrong? Cat got your tongue? Detective, we need to examine the ballistic markings. Send the gun and bullet to forensics.
Roger. We should be able to find clear markings on this bullet, sir.
You're in trouble now, McCree. Real trouble. Now then, let's listen to the forensic report.
Reporting! First, the blood on this bullet matches the victim's blood.
So this bullet really did take Rook's life.
Also, Horace Knightley's fingerprints were found on this gun.
Knightley's fingerprints probably came from when he took all our evidence. The real issue is the ballistic markings. If the markings don't match, Miss Swift will be cleared of suspicion.
And the bullet's ballistic markings match this gun.
What? They match?
What?
No way!
There's no mistake. The bullet was fired from this gun.
What? Huh? That's strange. Looks like I was right after all. Naturally. High noon. Did you really think you had me cornered? You misread the board. The one who's been cornered is you. Flashbang.